What to do? Next up is OU. Just finished recording the RU. That's what I've been doing for the past couple of days. Two in a row. We'll use that team from yesterday again. I'm kind of enjoying it, and I suppose 3 lives in a row, it's fine. We have just one more team that I wanted to showcase. Unlike RU. For RU, we have like 15 teams. That's why I'm using a new team every day. Let's see what we'll do. Oh wow, I didn't want to face shit like this. But this is what people do though. This is what they do though. I feel like Poltergeist is really good against him as soon as we get rid of the Tyranitar. We have a lot of ways to get rid of Tyranitar, which is great. Como can also win. So I believe Miyu should be the lead, because whatever he leads off with should be fine. Even if he leads T-Tar, like the only way that he can stop me if he leads T-Tar, so I could lead Grimmsnarl, but I don't want to do that, because if it's Excadrill lead, it's going to be pretty bad. Though, because he is running Sand, it's most likely that Excadrill is not lead, because you see he has the potential rocks in this, and this, and this, so I suppose it's a sweeper, otherwise his team is too bulky. Dragapult should be Specs on a build like this, so he actually might just lead with this thing. I'm gonna lead Grimmsnarl, it's fine. Does he lead Excadrill? He leads Ferrothorn. And is going to Gyarabolt turn 1. So I think I might just Reflect. Knockoff, interesting. We did get the Light Clay off before he was able to knock us off, so that's good. I mean, the Reflect, so it means that it's going to be for 7 turns. I'm just going to taunt here, because he's going to try to set up his spikes, thinking I have no ways of hitting it. Do I want the Light Screen? Because this is most likely Infiltrator, right? And then, with Clefable, like, Light Screen could be good for the Clefable. But then to take what? I might just go into Bisharp. But does he double knockoff? Like, what is this set? He might just switch out here. I might just Light Screen. Yeah, he goes into Clefable. I could Spirit Break and sag the Grimmsnarl. But Grimmsnarl is good for checking Dragapult though, which is a fact. I could go Mew instead of my shit. But this is most likely Spin. I'm just gonna go Mew. T-Wave, wow, okay. It's good to know, but we'll paralyze it back, which is actually huge, because this is the only status that does anything to the Clefable, which is great, because it means that it's going to be, there's a chance it gets parried. I'm just going to Stealth Rax here as he goes into Dragapult. It's most likely... It's not going to kill me, though. If it's Specs, it's going to come close. I suppose I'm just going to Spike up. He just U-turns, okay. And is that Infiltrator? It doesn't look to be Infiltrator, actually, because it didn't do too much. Actually, it is Infiltrator. What am I saying? So I'm gonna taunt here. Luckily, we don't get parried, so he's not able to get up his shit. I'm just gonna Spikes. I could even Flare Blitz, but he probably switches. Yeah, into Excadrill, which is phenomenal for us. Actually, he's gonna take a lot from this Flare Blitz, and then die to this Flare Blitz. Okay, that is phenomenal, because he doesn't get the spin off, which is great. He goes into T-Tar here. He's going to be able to outspeed us, most likely, but I don't even care at this point. Honestly, we did so much damage to him. I'm just going to Spike up. He crunches, sure. Does that mean I just go Grimmsnarl, I'll set up my screens and just win? With something like a Gyarados. I could actually set up the Gyarados here, but as long as he has the Ferrothorn, it's not good. Maybe I could even go Como. Is that banded? I see no item. It might be actually banded. If I set up the Como, I might just win right here, right now. Because there's no way Dragapult is Scarf. It might be though. Actually, I don't think so. Because if you're running Sand with Excadrill, I think this is your speed control, the Excadrill. So I might just go Como and win. Is that a bad play? Let's do that. I'm just going Clangorous Soul. Like, why is he staying in? What is he gonna do? Let's see. Oh, he just crunches. I feel like it's a wrap. So I'm just gonna Flash Cannon. That does nothing. That is that AV or some shit? It looks to be AV actually. Okay, that's interesting. AV, but I will be able to survive another Sandstorm hit. Not another Sandstorm hit, I mean that the next turn is gonna wear off and we're not gonna die. So that is good, I'm just gonna claim his skills. The question is Dragapult scarfed? He gets the Cursed Body, which is... whatever. Actually, that's bad, because I'm not gonna be able to kill the Dragapult. Actually, maybe it probably dies to Flash Cannon. It goes into Clefable, interestingly. Does it take a +2 Flash Cannon? Oh, it does. Even being offensive. Okay, it kind of sucks that I just let this thing die, because this is my answer to Ferrothorn. But he forfeited, luckily. Because I would have problems with Ferrothorn right now, but I guess Poltergeist could have won from here. Because I just went into Poltergeist, Shell smashed up, and it was a wrap. Yeah. Yeah, that would have been the scenario. I suppose this is why he decided to just forfeit. Which is good, we'll take that for sure. Run away, you little pussy. And that's about it. So let's get another one. See, I'm getting more and more comfortable with this team. It's really cool. Hatterene. Mew. How do we beat the Hatterene? I could lead off with Bisharp, to be honest. I don't think he leads with Cinderace. The only thing that can stop me is leading Cinderace, because look at how good Bisharp is against him. Let me just do that. He leads Mew. I want to say I just Throat Chop, because I don't think it has anything to hit me with, and Throat Chop is going to hit everything. Absolutely everything. Throat Chop would do a lot. I could even SD, but I suppose I shouldn't do that. Because... actually, SD might be the play. He fucking has Flamethrower, of course. He doesn't die necessarily. But I will Sucker Punch here. He's probably gonna set up the hazards. Yeah, he does. Good play, very good play. I'm gonna Sucker Punch again. Because I think he attacks here. I don't have hazard control though. What am I doing? And actually, this is really good against this team. I might just go into Mew. I'm going to Throat Chop. Yeah, he didn't... okay. We don't die to the hazards though necessarily. We take 24%, I think. So he goes into Cinderace. I think I need to go Gara in a situation like this. Because Gara also doesn't do too much to him. I think Como is going to be a way of winning this game. So let's go Gara. It kind of sucks that I let him take so much damage. But what if I DD here? I could just Waterfall. I suppose I should just Waterfall. He U-turns most likely into Grimmsnarl. It's Life Orb Cinderace. I'm just thinking what happens. Yeah, most likely Grimmsnarl, which is what happens. He might Taunt or T-Wave. I think I'm gonna go into my own Grimmsnarl. Because he won't be able... this is gonna block his Prankster. Tries to Reflect. Interesting. I could just Spirit Break. And kill him off. So we win the speed tie. He was trying to go for or we're just naturally faster. Maybe that's not good. Maybe I should have gone for some sort of screen. But I might just do it here. So he goes into Hatterene. I will Light Screen and then Spirit Break, I suppose. Let me Light Screen. What does it do? Calm Mind? Oh shit. I have to Spirit Break for some damage. We can also get the special attack drop, which we do. He has Draining Kiss though. Fuck. Look, I need to bring in the Bisharp and try to, first of all, get rid of the Reflect somehow. It's just constantly Calm Minding up. Let me just Spirit Break, stall out his Reflect as well, which we're going for. I'm gonna continuously Spirit Break, get the special attack drops. Spirit Break again. Because with the Reflect being gone, it means I wouldn't be able to Sucker Punch the Dragapult, but that's okay. Because I would have to switch out and just die, or die to Cinderace, you know what I mean? So I'm going to Spirit Break again. I could even Reflect here. I suppose I could Reflect. Just Draining Kisses kills us, but then I go into Bisharp. And I should predict the Cinderace, to be honest. It's probably gonna switch out. I should predict the Cinderace here. I think that is the play. Or Dracovish. He stayed in. Fuck. Okay. That's pretty goddamn bad. I gotta say. Should just killed it off. This was quite unnecessary, I suppose. And then Gary it is then. Fuck. Okay. This doesn't necessarily kill, but because he's so low, we get the Spadef drop. I'm going to DD. I think DD might win me the game, but then he has the Sucker Punch as well. So I suppose that's not the play. Let me just Waterfall. I should have DD'd before. I was thinking this might kill. I should have DD'd before them. It's just that Cinderace has Sucker Punch, so I think if I took more damage, especially with a Spadef drop, I would have died to the Sucker Punch. I suppose our way of winning is Poltergeist. Do we die to this? Should I just sack the Mew? I feel like I could. Let me sack the Mew. Let's see what happens. Sub. Oh no. We do have the red card though, which is great. So I'm just gonna go for the Stealth Rax. Oh, that is great. DD as much as you want. We do have the red card. Red card is fucking tech, bro. Nice. I'm just gonna get the spikes up as well. This is Life Orb, so it's gonna be taking damage. Okay, that's looking very good. It's phenomenal that we are red card. It's just great. So it actually kills us. Wait, why didn't the red card activate? Red card doesn't work if you're behind a sub. Shit, I didn't know that. Yeah, it looks like I lost. Because I thought red card activates if you're behind a sub. Or it doesn't activate if you die. How does that even happen? Why did that happen? At least now I know. I suppose it means... But there's no way. It should activate if you're behind the sub. Is that because he has Infiltrator? Maybe that's like a hidden thing of the Infiltrator. Or that happens if you die. I have no clue. I have to look it up. But I suppose I lose. What can I do now? Como just dies. Gyarados dies. And then Poltergeist doesn't have a sash. Yeah, I suppose that's over. To try to claim scales, but what is it gonna do? Dragon Darts, yeah. Fuck. That's annoying. That's very much annoying. Because I had the game easily. If we red carded him out, I would have just won from there. That's unfortunate. Damn. Okay then. Snorlax and Conkeldurr. Interesting. I see. What are you trying to do? Who do you think you is? Why am I still locked? It's been 2 days already. Let me out. Fuck 12, bro. Well, this is Hazards. It's like a very strange team. I think I can win with Como or Bisharp. Should I lead Mew? Or should I lead Grimmsnarl? I don't like Grimmsnarl as a lead. I think I'll lead Mew. Fuck it. He leads Dragapult. You lead Dragapult against the Grimmsnarl? Bro, this like makes no sense. What is up with these people? Absolutely stupid. But that's okay. Seeing the team though, it might be... No, it should be special. Because yeah, it's definitely special. Okay, so his play is now Ferrothorn, I presume. I'm just going to reflect on the Ferrothorn. I'm going to taunt the Ferrothorn, even though it's a good check for the Dragapult, but I want to prevent the hazards. Try the Stealth Rax. I could go into Bisharp here. And then what? Then throw Chop. And the switch. To what? To Conkeldurr? Maybe double switch then. Let me see, I kind of want to double switch because I don't think he stays in. I mean, he gyrables. But then what is my play? Maybe actually go into Mew. And start getting some hazards. Oh, we red card him out. Aegislash. Stealth Rocks is fine because what is his... Oh, it's his special Aegislash, okay. At least I got my rocks up, which is fine. I'll go Bisharp and double switch into Grimmsnarl. He might protect though, but I don't think you protect in front of a Bisharp because I can just SD. And this might be a problem. What does he do? Yeah, he goes into Conkeldurr, okay. Lefty's Conkeldurr, so it should be default. I can just Spirit Break them. Let's get some damage on this bitch. Okay, 15. It is default, interesting. Which kinda sucks, but that's okay. I kinda need the hazards though. I might just reflect on the Aegislash. And I suppose a light screen. A light screen and then I set up with what? Gyaro doesn't win. I could set up with Como. Maybe Como just wins, no? We don't have a fighting move though. Let me just Spirit Break. I have to go for the game here. I think I gotta get impatient. Because otherwise I might just lose. Because I have no hazards, no nothing. A Rotom comes out. What is that supposed to mean? I'm just gonna Spirit Break again then. Volt Switch does not kill. What are you gonna go into? Ferrothorn? Sure, Ferrothorn is actually good. Because we got the damage on the Conkeldurr. We might be able to... Look, I'm gonna taunt this thing as he kills me. I'm going to go into Bisharp. Goes into Rotom. Sure. Okay, he tries to kill me like this. But that is fine, because if I go into Bisharp, get my hazards up. Not hazards, start setting up. I think I can kill the Conkeldurr with Iron Head. If I'm a +2 from this range. What do y'all think? This might be the case. It goes Dragapult. Interesting. This has to be Infiltrator. I'm gonna go Bisharp and he has to switch out here. He has to switch out. I don't believe you stay in on a potential Sucker Punch because that kills you. This is the play we have to make. I suppose he U-turns, which is very interesting. I disagree completely because he would have just died here. Again, people be playing those Dragapults just like that. That's incredible. Iron Head crits and kills. I don't know how much it mattered though, to be honest. Still have the light screen up. Rotom is weakened. I think Rotom might just die. Ferrothorn comes out, which is interesting. I suppose I'm gonna SD again. Because Throw Chop might KO here. He Leech Seeds. Throw Chop KOs, which is good. Like, what do you do now? Aegislash. And then what? Even if he protects, like King Shields, it doesn't matter too much, but he just dies, okay. He was predicting me to predict the King Shield? What just happened here? Okay, dropped a little bit of soap, you know what I mean? But that's okay. It's fine. I want to say a Sucker Punch because... Oh, he outplayed me. Nasty plot. I'm gonna Sucker Punch again though. Ooh, I'm getting outplayed. I have to Sucker Punch again. Because I think he attacks here. I should just throw chopped, honestly. I was thinking about that, but then... Who does he think he is? He's thinking hard and he just died. Yes, and we got the game. There's no way we lose now. Of course, see, this is the mentality of Sucker Punch. This one right here, I wanted to throw chop here, but I thought he might, that would be too predictable. Though in his head, he thought right here, like, why did he attack here? I'll explain. Because if he Sucker Punched again, then I would have just lost, because I would have taken too much. I mean, if he didn't attack again. If I didn't attack on this turn, then I would have died to the Leech Seed. Which means that in his head, I could not risk another nasty plot from him. And I absolutely had to attack with Throat Chop. That was the mentality. Which, I suppose it's obvious. But this is why I love like those psychological games with Sucker Punch. He should have, like, if he nasty plotted again here and I attacked normally, it would have been a wrap anyway. But you see what I mean? Like, this was too obvious that he had to attack here, because he knew it was too risky for me to not throw chop. You know what I mean? But yeah, get dunked on, bitch. I suppose that's gonna be it for now. The only loss we got is because I didn't know how red card works. I don't know if I got something incorrectly. Is it because he was behind a sub? I don't think it works like this, because even if you're behind a sub, you get red carded out, if I'm not wrong. Is that because we died? But I don't think it works like this either. I believe you don't have to be alive. Is it because he was Infiltrator? I'll look it up though. But that's gonna be it for today. Thanks for coming through all the good shit, you know, until tomorrow.